Alright, I'm going out to desiccate like 6 acres of edible beans, the last of the edible beans, and we couldn't do it over the weekend because this new overhead door got put in and the electrician hadn't been back, and the wires to open the door I need to open had to get removed to put this door in. So Dougal, don't know if that's totally up to code, but I've got power. Oh man. Alright, well, let's go see if that works. And there was light. Alarms are going off and the screens aren't even woke up yet, so I don't know what's wrong. We will look into that shortly. But if Northern Chill's on your mind after all that, check the link in the description and get a box or get a whole pallet. Okay, so you can see these are real green. That little patch I sprayed, but it was a little too early when I sprayed it, so we didn't combine it. These I didn't spray at all. So give these, I think it's 4 days or whatever after I spray. And when we're back out here, we'll either get the whole thing or we might sneak out and clean up what's already been sprayed. That all depends on the weather. Now, usually we do spray in the morning. We're up right at sunrise, try to get the pods when they're full of dew. Well, we got rain this morning and some more around noon, and these pods are pretty hard. They're not brittle. They're not going to shell out for me driving through them, so that's why I'm spraying at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because it's working. And it's only 6 acres. Not going to be doing too much damage.
Welcome back, guys. This is what our project of the morning is. Since we're done spraying now for the season, this thing is got to get washed up and winterized. We pretty much are done washing it, but now the winterizing this afternoon, get to work on. You want to tell them where this thing's going to?
Well, this has got to be the first. A lot of firsts in my life the last 3-4 years. I can't believe it.
What's that?
Well, the boys want this thing, and the boys meaning what? Demko?
No.
Summers?
Summers wants to have this spray tender trailer in their booth at Big Iron Farm Show.
How could I be
Fargo.
wrong? I was wrong.
The show will probably be over by the time these guys see it, but you never know. But it is going to be there. They want to show off their express fill. So, washing a spray tender trailer, I don't think we've ever done that before.
With the canopy attachment
There we go.
option. Maybe we could somehow get the 1999 Dodge mounted up on top, and then should really be sporting.
You want to tell them how your experience is going with your
Well,
other
it's been a rough couple of weeks here, or week. Actually, last week was a rough week with me and my pickups, as my 2010, is it a Dodge or is it a Ram? You can't dodge it, you ram it. So it's both. Yeah, is it TCM on top of the transmission? No.
Anyways, the computer board that controls the whole pickup has puked out and not going well finding one, right?
So then I went to the junkyard, and now the guys are giving me grief for having to go to a junkyard to fix up what I call my good pickup. And then that place told me to contact this other computer some place, which I ordered a brand new refurbished computer board.
And that didn't work.
And that was plug and play, they said. So I, Friday night, took it off out in the back lot, thinking the cops are gonna come and get me, because why would a guy be messing around in the weeds? There was a mechanic working there. I went in to talk to him and come back out, and Brody left me. Gone. Long story short, the mechanic gave me a ride to Brody's. Brody wouldn't answer his house door, which then I just took his car back home. That's why he's got 2 vehicles here today.
All right, Brody, so...
Is that clean enough for you?
I think so. We got to put a poly slick plate on here from May West like we have on all the other trucks, so we don't contaminate any of our trailers with grease. But it first has to be washed, so Brody got her done.
Yeah.
Brody got her
I
done.
get this job.
You want to tell them about your shirt today?
What about my shirt?
You look ridiculous.
You
look like
fine.
a mini Duggo.
It looks fine. It's vented in the back. It's nice. My grandpa's.
Yeah.
I got like 6 of these now. So
Is he a heavier set dude than you, or
No.
taller?
She's actually shorter than me.
Oh.
Can you imagine that?
You look like you're swimming.
Whatever. You look like you're... I don't know what to say.
What are we going to call this truck? Little Kenny?
I thought it was Kenny.
Kenny. Martin and Kenny.
Kenny!
Looks like a Kenny.
What's that?
What now?
See what's in the side of the hood?
Yeah.
Somebody's funny.
Drew a big smiley face on it.
Huh. Wonder who
You
that
look
was.
at it like this. If you look like it like this, it looks like something shouldn't be on camera. What?
The front's all...
Yeah, there's a bunch of misses, Brody.
I didn't do a lot of this. You did most of it.
I did. That's why my feet are soaked.
It looks... We gotta film it after. It's not showroom ready.
Brody's unsatisfied. So, this afternoon, what we're going to get into is obviously winterizing this thing, which will be the first time, and we will get to learn together. Now, I have a good idea on how we're going to do most of it, but there are some spots that might be a little bit head-scratcher-ish on how to do it. But overall, we tried to design it when putting it together so that it's easy to winterize. But there are some lines, like chemical pumps and stuff like that, that we're going to have to try to get RV antifreeze flush through. I do not want stuff frozen broke on this. Brody! Brody!
What?
Is Kenny done?
Kenny's done.
Kenny's done.
It needs washed. Kenny's done.
I really hope that this doesn't stick as a name.
Kenny!
All right.
Kenny Roger.
Kenny Chesney.
Clifford.
Clifford. Okay. It's more maroon than red. This cab is so tight, it's hard to get the door closed. All right, Kenny. So this is an automatic. We're still getting used to it, and we barely drove it at all, like just around the yard, but I think we're gonna like it. I think the hired guys are really gonna like it. Learning curve, very big learning curve. Because now, oh, trailer fault, disconnected. That's not good. You're gonna go? There we go. So strange. Like it, but strange. All right, we're to phase 1 of winterization. So our tote's set up here. This hose connects to the tote to one of these pumps, then into either meter here. That's all full of, it's been rinsed out, but it's all full of water now. So we're running RV antifreeze, connecting our jumper hose to each one of these, and running product through so it's winterized, right?
It's just that simple.
It's that simple. So where do we start?
Where do you leave off at?
Okay, I'm going to,
We were here.
I've turned the valve off the tote, so you run it a little bit. We'll suction to this line here so I can unhook it. No air in the truck right now, currently. And wait. It's medical support, Brody. Ready? Ready. Good?
It's pink.
All right, now that we got that, the filling of that winterized, the big black tanks on the trailer are empty. Get to drain our pump here, which will be that hose. This hose is drained naturally by taking those covers off. The express fill. That's going to be a little bit more challenging. Now I think we got it set up so that we can pressurize by closing this. We can pressurize the system by closing the valve behind the trailer. Then we should be able to pressurize it with this air line. And then we'll be able to blow out our tank jug rinse and our hand wand and manifold rinse up in the air on that yet.
We'll find out.
We're gonna find out. I've got some pressure in here. Put that on there, and I'm gonna control the air so we don't blow something up.
I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
I don't know.
Push down on that.
I'm going to.
There we go. Okay, let's go to the next one. It's definitely working. More air. Man, you really use a lot of air, Brody. So I'm sure you guys seen us use these when we were rinsing jugs out, but this is a good demonstration. You basically push down on there and it's pressurized with water instead of air, and then this thing spins, and it actually worked really well to clean jugs out. So now I feel like we got that feature winterized, because that runs through this 3/4 inch hose here. So we got it all under pressure right now, so then it goes up in the tank to that rinse head. So that feature should be winterized. It comes off this valve stack here. This one I've done, that goes to the hand wand, but I also have that teed in from here that sucks from one of them big black tanks, so I always have water even when I'm not running my pump. So we'll have to discouple that on the other side of the trailer and suck RV antifreeze through that. The only thing left to winterize on this is our manifold flush.
How do we do that?
That is a good question on how we do that. We might actually have to take this fitting apart, Brody. Yes, just gravity drain it out, because that's all under pressure right now. There is no way of blowing that out. Alright, we've came up with this ingenious contraption of random fittings.
You ready?
You should be good to open that.
You ready?
If we turn manifold rinse on, open this, keep that closed. That should flow product through down there. Eventually, we might have to raise our big forklifting thing. I don't think we got enough head pressure.
We might want to put this up here.
That's all we needed was head pressure. Alright, that's flushed. I believe we are winterized as far as the express fill goes. We ran RV antifreeze through that, so that should be good. So basically what we did there was run it through this valve stack, through that valve, down through this hose here, through the manifold, and back out to what would be going to the sprayer. Alright, I think everything here, there is all winterized. That pump's empty. The only thing left is to make sure there's no sags in the lines running underneath the trailer, which I can go under and look, and then to blow out this hose here. Brody, you didn't wash under here. It's dirty. Brody asked me this morning if there's anything I'd change on this thing, and I said no. I gotta change. These hoses that run underneath the trailer from the rear tank and then also from the front of the inductor to the sprayer, what I want to do is weld on maybe some angle iron that comes out here, or just I want an angled ramp so that all the water runs from the rear of the trailer up to where they quick couple way up there, so that it doesn't loop. What are you doing? so that I don't hold water in all of these dips. I want it sloped towards the front. So that'll be a winter project. Probably just butt weld on some metal or come down off of here would maybe be a good option too, with a T off of here. So it can hold two, and then just have it angled towards the front so that we don't have to lay under here and like try to force the water to one end or the other. Well, for that being our first time, other than laying under the trailer in the water puddles and mud, that went pretty easy compared to what our other homemaker jobbers are. This was a breeze, so that makes me feel good. Other than that, I think this is ready to be picked up to go farm showing. Brody said it ain't clean enough. He's still gotta foam it. He's gonna foam it.
I think I have to.
You got to.
And spot free it too.
He's gonna spot free even. Alrighty. We like to leave the valves open for winter just a little bit, and just in case there's water entrapment somewhere that it flows out. As you can see, May opening that has drained out even more water. Probably let that sit a bit. Oh, there's a lot of water in there. Good thing I opened that up to let it dry out. Looks like some more washing needs to be done too. He was serious. He is gonna foam it. That foam actually works very, very well to help get that grit off the paint. And he was very unsatisfied by not using it. So this foam is actually in the link in the description if you guys are at all interested. I believe it's on our website, larsonfarmsmn.com. Look at him go. I gotta get this out of here before he sprays her down. He's a professional. He's a professional! So, as far as winterization goes, we got one more sprayer to do, which he's got enough chemical on him to finish the last 5 acres. I think he's actually going to do that right now. And that's it. That one can be winterized. And then the spray season and winterizing season is over. It's always good when winterization's over. It's not a job that a person ever really looks forward to. It would really be sweet to have like a shed that you could heat to like 40, 45 degrees so you could just park the sprayers in there. It would eliminate a lot of cost and work, labor, but we don't have that, so it is what it is. All right, next job here, I got it all set up, is put this poly plate on this new truck, which has been so-called temporarily or probably permanently named Kenny. So basically, pretty straightforward. Put the plate on there, get where you want it. I've got it clamped down, drill through the plate. I'm using one size bigger than a 3/8, and look at these drill bits I picked up. Isn't that cool? They actually work very well. Eric proof. I shouldn't even say that, it's probably not Eric proof. But they seem to work good. These plates, they look like they're really thick. They're actually pretty thin. Well, and just like that, it's installed. So the only thing that I have heard that you're supposed to do with this is possibly put some grease on your kingpin. Ask me how often we do that. But we do like these. The only downfall that we have had is that 1/4 inch of clearance there. Getting in and out of some field approaches can be an issue, but we still run them. We're still installing them on our new trucks just because greasing them sucks. And it's probably really bad when you don't grease them often enough, like most of our trailers get. Like our ones that are on hopper bombs all the time, they like never get unhooked. So yeah, definitely a winner for that. He's actually doing it.
I did it.
He's even spot free rinsing.
I did it.
Is it looking better?
I don't know. It hasn't dried yet.
Well, if you would have told me that washing this trailer was going to take all day, I would have said, well, you're lying.
If you would have did it right the first time.
You missed a spot on my canopy. You see it?
Talking about?
You see it? I see it.
Where?
Big, streaky, dirty line.
That line?
Yeah, that line.
Oh my gosh. I ain't worrying about that.
I can see that. There it is.
We need full power. You don't come off, it's just a little spot free wand.
Is it quitting time?
Feels like it.
So we brought this thing in here to grease it, set up brakes, look it over, make sure there's nothing wrong. Didn't expect there to be, there wasn't any. And the truck needed fall service. So you did that. I fixed a wiring issue that I had to.
A battery shut off?
I put a battery, it wasn't an issue, I just put a battery switch in.
An improvement then.
It is an improvement. So now I have one here, and I actually added a little lawnmower battery up underneath there, so it was closer for starting this. When I'd turn this off, that would keep everything powered up. So now I got two shut off, so I can kill both batteries from the truck and from here. Otherwise, my electric valves here stay on all the time. So these literally have, I don't know, maybe 2,000 hours on them, because the power never turned off unless that battery died. So they've been on literally all summer. Now I can shut that off, so it ain't putting hours on stuff like that. Other than that, guys, it's quitting time. This thing should be ready to go farm showing without us. You want to tell them it's the end of the video and we're leaving?
We are leaving?
Well, I hope so.
Oh, I thought we were staying for another hour.
Well, we might.
Early.
Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.